Hello, how are you? Hope you're well. Welcome to the channel. Happy weekend to you all. So today I want to talk about the Edochie saga. So May Edochie has dropped a lawsuit for Sarah Martins. So May Edochie is the wife of Yu Edochie. Yu Edochie, this guy, is a Nollywood actor, and he used to be respected. People used to respect him in the past, and also his father, who has been in the industry for very long years before he joined the industry. And he's been obviously in the past will show how he's in love with his wife and how his wife has been supporting him. So they have four children, three boys and a daughter. The daughter is the first child. So, beginning of last year, he announced that he's gotten married to another lady, making that lady his second wife. And we got to understand that the lady is actually one of the Nollywood actress as well. So people were saying that he's been going out or they've been dating for the past 6 years before they actually make it. He made it known. But we also understand that the his reason for coming on social media to announce his second marriage is because this lover, which is a faceless blogger, has threatened to expose him. So he decided to come on social media to announce that, and it did not deem it fit to tell his wife. So he got married to his second wife without his first wife consent. So there's been a lot of saga going on in and out. So last year, last year December. So what happened is that towards the Christmas period, some people will take picture, they will send their photo shoot, and to post it. Some will wear pajamas, while some will dress well. So the May Yu Edochie decided to post the picture of her family, which her husband was not included because, they've been a bit apart of recent when the issue of second marriage has happened. So May has said she's not a believer of polygamy, and some people were dragging her. So of course, and then there's this lady called Sarah Martins, this lady, which decided to come. She granted an interview on a content creator on YouTube called Daddy Freeze Show, and she started yapping unnecessary thing. She said a couple of things. You can go to Daddy Freeze page to watch it, but she talked about how the picture were being edited. So, like I said, May posted a picture of herself and her children, which were lovely pictures. Then somebody edited the picture, and this Stella decided to take the picture and put it on her own page, and you Edochie, which is the husband, decided to comment on it, and she said, and this Stella said, "Oh, a perfect picture, how it should be." Then the husband said, just confirm it and just say maybe Azinike means in Yubo language means maybe May should go and rest, which was very insultive and disrespectful to his first wife.
Why? Yeah, I saw that picture somewhere on Facebook. I wasn't the one that actually photoshopped the whole thing.
No, it
Yeah,
was trending. I saw it as well. It was trending.
Thank you I saw that picture somewhere rant on Facebook, and I loved the way my girl Judy, was attached to the picture, and I was like, wow, I just wish the entire family can actually gather together and take a family picture as cute as that.
But one thing I noticed is that May is the type that will not do the dragging. She doesn't do this social media saga. That thing just kept going on and off. Anyway, what I noticed as well is that May has been responding to messages on social media professionally. She usually don't really respond except it's very crucial. So on this occasion, this thing just got being dragged. Right now, May has sent this note. And as you can see in this note, she was saying that the lady shoe, about 3 pages. But she stated what she didn't like in the they stated what she didn't like in there. And the bottom lines of it is that she's given, I think, about 3 weeks or so, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, for her to apologize, make a public apology, and maybe refrain from what she has said. He said that I think she should bring out the post as well, or else she's gonna be fined 500. I think 500,000 or 500 million. So some people were dragging this lady for going that far. Some people thought May should have actually sued her husband. Okay, this is what the little things I want to chip in. I feel it's okay for what May did was right. Is right. What is whichever one that fits in according to how you know your English or according to how you say it. So May has been doing this issue professionally. She's not the type that talks too much. She's being professional about things and try to be respectful, because some other women would have been out and cursing, disgracing, dragging the husband. But she hasn't done that. She's just been trying to. And some people think it's because she's afraid. No. And I like the fact that she's also trying to respect her husband, maybe her own family, her in-laws, and most especially her children. It's actually very good to put our children into consideration when we're going through all this kind of saga thing. So she's been doing it in the right way, and whoever that is actually just putting her through, and she's following, they are doing a good job. Kudos to them. Now, what she did is right. Warning the lady, because she said a lot of things in that video that she did, that the freeze video thing about May or about Judy, and she said she's going to support her friend, that Judy is her best friend. She was even also asked if she can be a second wife, and she said yes, and she said to a rich man. And
rage. Possibly you keep getting negative energy, negative vibes, no connection, no nothing. You come back at your house, you only press your phone. You get no communication, no bond, no nothing. And at the end of the day, you manage to find somebody outside that gives you all the connection, all the love, all the attention that you need. It's possible that you might fall for this person.
Why not divorce?
As a man that you are. And there is one thing about falling in love. Oh, once you're out, you're out.
Why doesn't he divorce May? Let her have fun with her life.
Why didn't he divorce then?
Because he believes in polygamy. He believes in polygamy. So it is left for May. It's either you leave or you go. Do you understand? It's either you're doing or you're not doing. So stop forming in a pity party, making people to be seeing Judy as an evil person.
My question now,
love happened to Judy. That's what happened.
I understand.
You is not Rachel, but she's talking about commitment. But all those ones are just long story, which you can check out the video later. May is saying what she doesn't like that the lady said, because she feels she smells her name or smell her. This lady called Sarah Martin does not live in May's house. She's only talking based on what she's hearing. Is she in their own life, or she was talking based on what she heard from her own friend? What do you think her friend is going to tell her? Is her friend not going to tell her things that will please her own hair, that will please Sarah Martin's hair? So they sometimes, when they say, show me your friend, I will know the kind of person you are, or best of the friend that flocks together. Sometimes people say, oh, they don't, but sometimes we see some traces of all these things. So that's what she's done. May find that very derogatory and offensive to her, that you don't know the kind of person she is, that she has a very good family that she has built. Then she will not allow one outsider to decide to come on social media and start staining and spoiling her name. That is what she's fighting for that. So she wants the woman to either take the video down, I guess, but she needs apology. All she asked for is an apology. Apologize or you face the consequence, and part of the consequence is to pay 500 million. I'm sure some people will say, oh, what does she mean? It's too much, blah, blah, blah. If you also can recall, there's this message about somebody sent this, I think about 2 weeks ago, about Judy Austin and Peter Edochie. Judy Austin and Pete, her in-law, traditional in-law. And that person said this. He said, May is in the US, forming strong, independent, classy woman. Judy is in Nigeria, finding a way to pit Edochie's heart through directing and disclosure. The family is beginning to accept Judy because na them they see every day. The other one leave husband house, go snap picture for Yankee. They form say know anything like polygamy. They will soon collect your husband. Final. So for this person to have said this thing, this person is also supporting what you has done. The 17 years that May has been supporting and being with you and the family, is this again? Because if she's been supporting, why did you go out? But some people will decide that they just want to drag you into that thing. May says she's not in support of polygamy. Why do we want to force her into? I don't think she should be manipulated. This is what I say this note or letter is about. Whoever did this, that they want to manipulate her into accepting this polygamy. And the elders, they will say, oh, they should give May time that she will come to realization, she will accept it, she will have no choice. And this is how they force some women to accept this kind of thing. But the people don't consider what they are facing after them, because the two wives will be having issue, their children will be having issue. And trust me, polygamy bring hatred. Yes, it bring hatred and competition. Competition will start between the two wives, between the children. The first wife will want to also prove that you met me here, I built this place with this man before you, and you cannot push my children aside. The children too will want to prove it's also my father. It's also, all these things happens. This is why this thing is not okay. She said she doesn't want it. She should not be forced into. I don't think the society, the social media, people should not force this woman to accept what she doesn't want to accept, because she has tried as well. Also, I just wanted to say, if you notice in the letter or in the note, the lawsuit thing, that Judy is being addressed as Miss Judy, MS. You and May are married legally. You is not supposed to get married to someone else until when they divorce. And Judy is not supposed to be bearing Mrs. You Edochie. So even May cannot address Judy as Mrs. Meaning she's accepting that thing. Even the lawyer herself cannot address, or in the note, if you notice, they are putting MS. They cannot address her as Mrs. Edochie. That means they are also supporting bigamy. So these are the things that you could go in for, but this woman is still giving you time. That's why she's part of the reason she's not suing her husband. But if she wants to sue her husband, she has a case. Sometimes the friends we're moving with needs to also have sense with us, even when we're getting out of lane. They should be able to call us to order. So let me look at Judy's friend, which is Sarah Martin. Does she look into that direction? No. They felt this is how it should be, or because they did a traditional wedding, so therefore automatically it should be accepted. Well, for Sarah Martin, I hope that she will retract, apologize, and move on. That amount that is doing what they were doing was wrong. And as at now, it is still wrong. Why are we now trying to blame the woman for not accepting them? She did not say they should go and buy the son, but she said she will not be forced to accept this thing. Simple as ABC. If people are going to talk, oh, why is she still bearing the surname? She can still bear the surname. She has the right to bear the surname because as an Edochie, because she's lived in that, she's been building that up with her profile for years now. 17, 18 years is not a joke. So she has the right to that name. It doesn't mean that, oh, she's still married to them, blah, until even after when they've divorced, she doesn't have to change her name. She cannot leave the house they built up because they built it up. So she's still in that house. Like I said, polygamy brings competition. She will be praying every now and then on her children that nothing should happen to them. There's so many things that our mind is not at rest for. You doesn't even know the trouble that she's putting his wife through and his children. So people they don't look into all these things. The trouble that comes with polygamy is the trouble that comes with the children as well. Even in the near future, they will think it is the other woman's children that is doing us. Is the woman that sent their children to drop something. You know, if anybody have headache, they'll start thinking of the other side. That is how it is. And in as much as we're now enlightened, people are now aware of this thing. They are trying to stay away from it. Why do we want to force people to do it? Because it was done in the olden days by our grandparents. Doesn't mean that it needs to be done now or should be accepted by now. If people say they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. We shouldn't be saying, what about? What about? Those people might not be able to reject it then because they don't have a choice. They are not working for themselves. Family support and all that. Even the government is not supporting it. But this woman can work. She's working. She can fend for her family. There's so many things that we can look into it. Reason why a lot of women are able to stand by themselves now if the man is not ready to take responsibility of taking care of the home or of their family. So I'm supporting this letter. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree to what May Edochie has done, and to people dragging May Edochie for sending this, for doing this. Do you think Sarah Martin is going to pull off, apologize, or she's going to want to, try her boasting? She wants to do shakara. Maybe some people will be deceiving her, but when it comes to law, let's face it. Also, do you think Judy Austin will be afraid by now? Do you think you is going to have a rethink, or you will stick to his Judy Austin? But to me, I think you will still stick to Judy Austin. They pay each other. I feel May should just be free. I just feel May is giving you some time before everything will be finalized. It's giving him time for his brain to reset, to come back to normal. But after the time given as a lapse, she will have no choice than to go with the maybe the divorce process and all that. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this letter and the whoever that sent the message about May being going to abroad to take picture that her husband will be snatched and all that. Is you a trophy that May should be running after? She's been with him for 17, 18 years and he still went out to go and do this. Does it worth being chased after? Also, remember, it is what you value that you will protect. So you does not value May anymore. He's not ready to protect her. I don't think what May has done is wrong. She's on the right track and I support her 100%. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this, and do you think this case should be resolved or it should be pulled down? I'll draw the curtain here, and until I see you in my next video, do take care. Bye.